Hello, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to my review of Star Trek Discovery Season 5, Episode 1. And what an episode it was. So, in case you don't know, I'm a Discovery apologist. I love Discovery. I've loved it since it first came out back in 2017. And I'm sad that it's ending now with this season. So, yeah, I love this episode. So what was the episode about? Well, basically, it's the start of a huge scavenger hunt between the Federation, mainly just Discovery, as well as these two new characters, Maul and Lorik, where they're all trying to track down something. We find a 800-year-old Romulan ship that, of course, Maul and Lorik get to it first. They break into the cloaked safe and they take this Romulan puzzle box, which is basically just a giant Rubik's cube. And so then they leave. There's two ships in this, Discovery and another ship that I do like the design of. The names, I'm drawing a blank. I literally just finished watching the episode, so I'm going to be a bit difficult remembering certain names. But the captain of said ship is who we thought was a Romulan captain. He's not Romulan. It actually turns out he's a different TNG species, or was it DS9? I can't remember which. But it came out that he's not Romulan. And so Maul and Lorik go to this planet. They go to see this person named Fred. Fred's a synthetic and more in line to the classic Data design. And so he's been active for at least a good while because he says he hasn't seen one of a Romulan lockbox in about 622.5 years, if I'm remembering that correctly. He cracks it open. It's a book, and he flicks through it, and then he realizes what it is, and he tries to lowball them, Maul and Lorik, but they don't like that, so they kill Fred, and they take it, and they go, and they almost destroy the planet that they're on. Whilst all this is happening, Tilly cracks into the Red Directive, because that's what it is. It's like super confidential that not even Admiral Vance knows what's going on. And so then it finds out that, replays the message from the long lost Romulan, and it's degraded over the last 800 years, so they don't get the full story, but they know that what's in the lockbox was the book. And then Burnham also sent Fred up to Discovery to be to get into his positronic brain to see what he might know. And they do, because even though he's an older model, Stamets likes to keep some technology, classic technology that they were familiar with, and they crack into it, and because his visual cortex was able to quickly flick through the book, they now know roughly what it is. And then it's after that where Burnham goes to talk to Kovich, where he reveals what this is. Now, before this episode came out, a lot of people thought that it was, one of the key things that they keep thinking that it is, that it's Iconians, that this whole thing was going to be Iconians. It's not the Iconians. They tend to they seem to just want to keep Iconians to that one episode of TNG, and then beta canon for Star Trek Online. Um, but no, it's actually linked to an episode of TNG where they discovered these beings who brought life into our galaxy, and they refer to them as the progenitors. Yes, turns out that one of the Romulans that was there in that episode found the device that was used to create new life, and it was lost. So perhaps this book is just part one to to them going to find where this is. And then the episode ends, and we get a trailer for what's left to come. And I was at the end of the trailer, I was freaking out a bit because we see a Constitution class. So Could that mean we're going to see the Enterprise 1701, or is it just going to be a random Constitution class? Because we do see the saucer of a different ship. My initial thoughts was, oh, is this the linking to one of the short treks? Which, hold on, I had to pause because I actually do have the short treks on hand. So Calypso, the short treks Calypso, which we have been told that it is canon. Um, but the canon, but we don't know how that's going to fit in because of the jump to the 32nd century. How could this pre um, Discovery A still exist? So maybe that's what we'll find out. Burnham and Book reunite finally after a while. We see Tilly might have a love interest, but she's too nervous to go down that route. We also get that Saru has been offered the role of Federation ambassador, and so if he accepts this, he'll have to resign his commission to Starfleet in order to do so. And at the end of the episode, we do see that, and he does get engaged anyway to his the Vulcan that we've seen in season 3 and season 4, whose name is escaping me, which I thought that was a beautiful scene. We also learn in the beginning of the episode that Starfleet isn't going to, or rather the Federation, isn't going to go ahead with the spore drive, that they found a new safer way in the Pathfinder drive, which I thought was interesting because, we know from Voyager, Pathfinder was the name of the program that helped get in contact with Voyager in the Delta Quadrant. So hopefully that gets fleshed out as the season goes on, and then we also get name drops of two other alien species, the Breen and the Tholians. So they have their own little section, that could easily take over worlds. Kind of become like the Klingon and Romulan Empire back in the day, as well as the Orions did in season 3. But yeah, that's that. Overall, I really enjoyed the episode. Burnham was okay in it. She wasn't as quiet talking, whispering as she tends to do. But this definitely has me intrigued as to see how the rest of the season plays off. So obviously we have episode 2 as well, but I haven't watched that, and I'm going to split the reviews up. So you're getting this review for right now, and then in an hour or two's time, I will drop the episode 2 review because I still have to watch that. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to come back later on and subscribe if you're a fan of Star Trek, because I do love Star Trek, and I will be reviewing Discovery on a weekly basis as well as any other Star Trek that comes out. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you later on today for my episode 2 review of season 5 of Star Trek Discovery.